How's it going? Another chat with Pat. This time we're discussing Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Actually, so another day, another win. Carrick is at the wheel. Manchester United now moves onto third spot with a higher goal difference than Aston Villa. When's the last time that United had a higher goal difference than another team in which they're tied for points with? I think for the past 4 years since Heisenberg's been there, I think we've always been in a GD, a negative goal difference. We've always owned the Premier League some goals, but I think we're at plus 12 now. Aston Villa's at plus 10. So that means we got a higher goal difference, and that means that we're level on points, but we're ahead. And honestly, the first half was, I think, one of the worst perform. I think West Ham was also bad. The West Ham first half, but I think that was the worst performance we had under Carrick. In terms of, we're a bit sluggish in our position, uh, in our shape as well, and then individual errors that led to the goal. But that second half, I don't know what particularly changed in terms of the setup. I didn't see any differences. I think it's more about the intensity and the fact that our team is really, it's mentally tough. It's a mentally tough group. Players are resilient, and then they go down one goal. You feel like they'll always score. They're up by one goal. You feel like they're always in control of their emotions. Like, I didn't really feel any panic. Obviously, it's Crystal Palace, and they haven't had the best of 2026 yet. But I'm really confident in our squad whenever we concede or whenever we score, right? So this game overall, it was more about highlighting our individual quality. Where that's with the Cunha penalty. Cunha got the penalty and the red card, which, my apologies. I think the red card is actually harsh. I think by the time Cunha turns and gets away from Lacroix, I think Dean Anderson can come out and receive and get that ball, right? So I'm not too sure whether or not it's a clear and obvious goal scoring chance, which means it's a clear and obvious red card. For me personally, if that was called against me, trust me, I'd be mad. But it's definitely a penalty. I definitely don't know if it's a red card. I think the red card is way too harsh. But man, Old Trafford, United, unfortunately, we will tend to get that call. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for Palace. And then the moment you go down 10, it makes it so much easier, right? I think he did two subs, which he took out Brennan Johnson, and I forgot who was the other player that came up. Check right now. I'm not too sure. It was Brennan Johnson and the Strent Larson, the new striker they got, and it was Gesson and Riyad. And then 7 minutes after that, man, a beautiful ball from Bruno Fernandez to my striker, my basketball player, my Slovenian Benjamin Sesko with another one. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Yeah, what a great finish, header. He can jump higher than most people. He's 6'5", 6'4", and he can run faster than most defenders. So yeah, great ball from the captain, great header from the striker, and then from that point on, it was really I don't think we had much of the chances. We had maybe the Ahmad shot that he took on his right foot. We had Xerxes that got like 4 shots blocked in like 5 minutes of like playing time. I don't know how, but that's what happened. But I don't think there's much that we can take from this, other than the fact that um, our team was really underperforming under Ruben. Now, like, I'm happy with what we're getting. The objective is top four. I think we're gonna finish top four and even third. I had ambitions of finishing, second after Carrick came, but I gotta remain level headed. Our objective is obviously Europe, and I think our squad is good enough to do so. And I think our players, our coach, and everyone understands that we're taking it one game at a time, which we have. And it's really a pleasure watching United, man. Like, for some reason, every time we play, I always feel like we're gonna get a goal. even if it's 0-0, even if it's 1-1, 2-1. I always feel like it was so tough for other Premier League teams to like. It's tough for other Premier League teams to rival the quality that we have up top. I really think that we have amazing quality up top. Oh, amazing, but we have great quality up top. Whether it's Mbumo, whether it's Bruno, whether it's Sesko, whether it's Ahmad, and yeah, I think we have a good quality up top. I definitely think we need a left winger. I think that's the next step in terms of forwards. I don't mind Xerxes staying as a backup striker. I don't mind it. Then if Carrick or the next manager doesn't like Xerxes as a backup striker, you can still put Mbumo there. But yeah, I think the next level of progression is being more, having more pace, at least on the wings. Ahmad is more of a player that likes the ball to feet. Other than Mbumo, it's the only Mbumo's the only outlet that we have. So I think number one, the next step, the next evolution for how we want to progress and be more a more dangerous team is definitely more people that like to run in behind. Perfect left winger is in Barcelona right now. He's English. Perfect left winger for that team. But yeah, I don't think I have much to say. United 2, Crystal Palace 1. Good game from everyone. Mazraoui, great, great cameo. Hopefully, Luke Shaw's injury is not too bad, not only for us, but also for his personal stuff in the World Cup coming. But yeah, we'll take the win. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Once we play Newcastle at St. James Park, and oh my days, if there's one thing about me, guys, I do not like that stadium. Okay, it's loud. It's I feel like we always struggle. I feel like every team is always struggle over there, to be honest. So yeah, that's it from me. It's been my analysis of the game. United 2, Palace 1. I'll see you guys.